top of mind when you're designing or building a new building to make sure that you can have access control and that it works. They say we need card readers on our clean rooms, our soiled rooms, and we didn't have that initially in the project. We're cutting those in. We don't have a raceway, and we don't have a easy way to pull wire into those frames. Whereas if we have the frame frogs in there, we go ahead and put normal hardware on there. Your initial install should be less labor hours. I mean, we didn't used to have card readers on all our team rooms. We didn't used to have card readers on our data rooms. We didn't used to have card readers on our mechanical rooms. Our initial spend on these projects is tremendous. So, and security costs are very high. To have a department that tells me that they want a card reader and electric strike on their clean rooms, on their soiled rooms, on their team room, what I could do instead of putting all of those on right away, I could rough them for that. Have frame frogs in them frames and be able to go back in and do that after the fact. I can spend $1 million up front on security, or I can spend $800,000 and be able to have the flexibility that somebody proves that, hey, we definitely need this. You got frame frogs on those door frames, they're installed, you can go back in and you can get them. It's a lot of flexibility. It definitely helps manage the budget. Do we want access control on every single door that goes back there? Or do we want the flexibility to be able to do that in the future, not have the initial expense, let the building live for a little bit and see what the canvas is like? We're always having maintenance issues around public buildings that are highly used. We have high traffic. That maintenance is important as putting the initial stuff in because sometimes it fails. You want to be able to have the flexibility to change that stuff out. Ability to have flexibility to switch something out because technology is always changing. Also, you change the actual use of a room, so it might go from a team room to a soiled utility room. That to me is very important because you might change your hardware. You might go to a electrified panic bar, whereas before you just had a IMAC opener. The simplicity of being able to go back in there to something that you already have a raceway in, it's really tremendous, and it actually is going to help your labor hours of putting that in. That's actually where I see the biggest value, to be able to get a good install that I'm 100% confident in, or if there is a problem that we can fix it pretty easily because we got a good raceway to be able to get in there. What I would tell the architect is don't forget about what we're actually putting in these frames and to include frame frog from the start. It can't be understated how important it is. The architect could sell that by letting the owner know that they have the flexibility to get back into those frames. They don't necessarily have to buy the entire security package.